Video tour of the Main Street Village subdivision.
But first, let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast YouTube channel, please subscribe and get notified.
On Twitch all the time. Calls and texts at 252-327-3357. Hi, today we're in the Main Street Village. I'm so excited to show you these houses in Winterville, North Carolina, and our driving tour of the area, so you can decide if you want to live here or not in a very at your home at watching our video. So we are turning on Salisbury. We were on Gale Drive, and we're just pulling on one of the many little cul-de-sacs in here. How much do these houses go for?
Well, these houses goes from $220,000 to $320,000. And then the age of the house is basically early 2002 to all 2007.
Which isn't bad. And how much is the HOA?
And the HOA is $110 a year, which is really a small fee. And most of the houses, they have basically 0.25 to 0.4 acres of lands. As you see, we have a cul-de-sac. It's a mix of the actually brick and vinyl siding.
And sorry that every so often you're going to see my wiper, just so you're getting a clear view and not this rainy day. So I mean, it's just a bit of a rainy morning while we're doing this video, which is actually nice. Now you can see the houses a little bit clearer. So you want to tell us some of the restaurants in our area that are close by? I know people like that.
Looking at the restaurant in the Main Street Village, we have Angus Grill, and we have Familia Italian Restaurant, Moore's All the Time Barbecue.
I'm going to go straight onto the other cul-de-sac. I'm interrupting, I know, because we're turning on Eddington Court. This way you understand the little community. So continue. What other restaurants?
Yes, we have Joe's Eats, Sam's Jones Barbecue. These are the one that has the highest view on the Google that we listed here, but you can find, of course, more.
If you want to go to Chili's, you want to go to Outback, we have all of those things really close by. Where can we go shopping?
We have actually couple very close actually grocery store. The closest one actually you can even walk is the Food Lion. Food Lion is just the same side of this neighborhood. As you see, it's beautiful neighborhood, very peaceful. And we have Aldi, a German basically grocery store, and Walmart neighborhood, and a couple other like what we can say.
We're not that far. You can drive to Publix if you're a Publix person. You can drive to Winn-Dixie if you're a Winn-Dixie person. You can drive to Piggly Wiggly if you're a Piggly Wiggly person.
And we have definitely 2 Walgreens close by. One is down the road, and the other one is in the Fire Tower Road, which is very close to this place.
What about medical? That's another question people often ask us. How far are we from the hospital?
If you have a kids, actually we have...
I said the hospital.
The hospital. ECU Medical.
We're turning on Marlboro Drive.
Marlboro Drive. Now we're turning on the Marlboro Drive. We have the ECU Medical Center. Is 6.3 miles from this place, 15 minutes of driving. And if you wanted to go to the college, or we have a Pitt Community College, which is like 2 miles from here, and the ECU, East Carolina University, is 4.8 miles from this place, which is 12 minutes. And look at another cul-de-sacs, and it was Marlboro, no?
This is Marlboro, yes.
Marlboro.
I think there was one recently for sale on Marlboro. I remember being somewhere on Marlboro recently.
Yeah, and that was $260.
$260. That's what I thought.
And you look at it, all of them, they had the attached car garage. And the next things that many of you might be interested is about the school zone. The schools for this neighborhood in the Main Street Village are W.H. Robinson for elementary school, A.G. Cox For middle school and for high school, you have South Central. And
I'm gonna go a little bit
if you
further
have-
down Marlboro, and then we'll turn back to Gale. So this is still on Marlboro over
if
here.
you have a pet, they have couple pet store close by here. Pet Supply Plus,
That's
which
super
is
close.
one of them. Pet Smart and Petco. And these are all very close by this neighborhood.
I would say the one that's by the Kohl's is the closest one, which I think is the Pet Smart, if you're looking for the closest.
And if you're looking at the vets, there is actually one close by the Food Lion, just back of the Food Lion. Has a very good review.
Okay, so now we're on Pine Tops and Marlboro, and I believe there was something on Pine Tops that was recently for sale as well.
Yeah, the Pine Tops actually closed for $315,000. It's one of the
ones in the
over
back.
300,000.
You can
And the Pine Tops one, it built in 2003, and it was 0.31 acres of land.
think it was.
And the HOA actually for the Pine Tops one is a little bit cheaper. They are $100 a year.
Okay, we're passing Angier, and I think something else was for sale on Angler a minute, not that long ago either. You can see people are just walking their dogs, feeling completely safe and normal around here, because that's what happens. You can see a lot of back fences, and now we're gonna head back into.
And the one that we forgot to tell you is about one of the recent in
Fountain.
the Marlboro Drive that closed for $325,000. And therefore you
When
can
did that close?
It's like a month ago.
Yeah, so you can see that that's probably your closest one in time. We are going back a year with some of these prices, so that's what we wanted to just give you. Most of these look like they're 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Probably some have bonus rooms upstairs. A few of them are going to be 2 stories, like this one that we're passing right here on Fountain. But you can see most of them are going to be, just from the look of them on the outside, they're going to have that 3-bedroom, 2-bath ranch style, which is very common down here in the south. So just kind of wanted to throw out, we did skip one of these cul-de-sacs, but there are many cul-de-sacs in this little community, and that is what we wanted to point out. Just turned off Fountain from Pine Tops, and we will head back. But I just want to give you a
That
sense
means
of what
that
this
it's
community
really
is.
safe for you and your family. If you have a little kids, and if not, you are still in the neighborhood that doesn't have that much traffic of cars coming back and forth. And another thing that we wanted to talk about, if you have a little kids and you are caring about childcare, you have couple childcare.
Before you get to that, I want to say we are on Wilmston and Pine Tops. Wilmington.
Williamston.
I just want to show you the little cul-de-sac over here, and then we're going to turn on Wilmington.
Williamston,
I would say
actually,
Wilmston.
the one that closed 2 months ago was $295,000, and you see it is very beautiful. They have all.
Looks like
Nice.
that fence is brand new. I know. Have to
Sorry, we
back
got
up.
super close to the car.
And I don't like to do that, so we're just gonna do a little backup. But I was just looking at that brand new fence that those people had over here. They still even had the stickers on it. That's how new it was. So now we're just gonna turn here, and this one was, what street did I just say? Wilmston.
Williamston Drive. That the house closed 2 months ago for $295.
And people often ask me, what do you get with the HOA? Now, HOA does provide some sort of community stuff, but with $100, clearly, it's
Is like it's $16 no, maybe
well, either way, it's cheap. And
$8 a month.
see, my husband had to do the math, but either way, it's cheap, and we wanted to kind of point out that they are getting something. But you can see clearly this HOA is okay with the wood fence, the vinyl fences, the wood posts for the mailboxes, and then various things in their front yard. So, and they had stickers on their wall. So if you're worried about an HOA, always kind of go through a community and see what is going on in the community already. It kind of gives you a nice
And
sense.
this is
Lillington Court. This one actually looks like it has some nicer houses back there. So we're just going to take a little circle back here, because that one looks like a pretty house I see in the back, and we're going to show it to you in a minute. Right? Look at these pretty little houses. And you can see people have 3 or 4 cars in their garage, and nobody's saying anything. So if you're worried about your cars, this community is, of course, looks like they're fine with how many cars you have. So I just want...
And then if you wanted childcare, we have great childcare, Joy and Caring and Miss Con Daycare. This is one of the daycares close to this neighborhood.
Isn't that a pretty house right there? That's what I wanted to kind of show you real quick when we came down this one, because I saw it and I said, oh, that one looks so pretty. And sorry I'm not doing my circles very well today, and that's okay. You're seeing that I'm not circling so well, and I'll get better in the next video. But just want to take you on this driving tour, and we hope you enjoyed this video, and we can't wait to show you more of these communities. Have a great day.
We love